My name is Sam Harborne. 3 years ago, I was completely and utterly consumed by mental illness, anxiety, depression. I couldn't even leave my house. I'd spend 12 hours a day playing video games, hanging around with people who didn't care about me, and just sharing the same addictions as them. I was completely broke. I had no money. I had no good friends. My relationships with family and loved ones were very strained, and I had seemingly no hopes of changing my situation. Fast forward to 3 years, I'm now traveling the world. I run a highly successful business teaching young men how to make money online through video editing. I've helped build some of the most influential and prominent YouTube channels in the last 5 years. I have an incredible network of fantastic friends who support me and respect me. And I've also completely and utterly crushed all mental illness out of my life. I live a life of total freedom. I'm completely happy. I have a sense of purpose greater than myself, and I'm grateful to be alive. Last week, I turned 25 years old, and sometimes I catch myself sort of getting angry at myself for the decisions that I used to make or the decisions that I didn't make. I sometimes wonder how much further I would be in life if I got started quicker. Because truth be told, I feel like my life only began when I was 22 years old. Before then, I was quite literally just flowing down the river of life, a feather in the wind. Wherever life takes me, I go. I had no autonomy. I didn't make any decisions. I was barely even conscious because I was just completely wrapped up in the online world, video games, just bullshit, doom scrolling, social media, just a load of bullshit, right? You watching this right now, it is never too late to start making more positive decisions for your life and to start moving in a much better direction. It's never, ever too late. And the sooner you begin, the sooner you can start looking at yourself in the mirror and actually being thankful for the man that you are. Here's some brutally honest advice for my younger self. This motherfucker with his fucking chainsaw. Alright, sorry guys, I had to come inside because it was swelteringly hot and also Chainsaw Man was just going off. Alright, number one, you do not need to understand everything and everyone. I have very rational and logical thinking patterns, which sometimes lands me in trouble with people because sometimes I can lack empathy because I might not really compute the emotional context of a situation, you know? Sometimes I just see how people behave and I don't really factor in why they might behave that way. With that said though, it's also one of my best attributes because I'm able to look at most situations and think of what the best, most effective way to solve it is, which has served me very well in my career. But lying beneath the surface, the actual reason I developed this thinking pattern is because I spent years upon years upon years upon years of my life torturing myself trying to understand other people's behavior. And most of the time it made absolutely no sense to me. And here's the thing which I wish I could tell younger Sam. You don't have to understand everything and everyone. You don't have to rationalize someone else's behavior towards you because a lot of the time it won't make much sense. Family members, friends, lovers, doesn't matter. You don't need to lie awake thinking about the reasons why someone might have treated you a certain way and how they tick and how their brain works. Humans at a fundamental level are fucking broken. Trauma, mental illness, biases, personal experience. You don't always have to understand. Sometimes it's actually best to just take things at face value and move the fuck on. I'm not saying to never assess why certain things happen to us because I actually think that's really important. Because if you have things in your life which are recurring over and over and over again, God is testing you on something and you're continually failing and not learning your lesson, right? This is really important for both personal development and business. But you also need to understand some people don't make any fucking sense. They're not supposed to be understood. Fuck them. Number two, you're not depressed because of a chemical imbalance. Your lifestyle is just horrible. You don't have a chemical imbalance in your brain, Sam. Truth be told, no one is coming to save you. Your doctor won't force you to go to bed at a reasonable time. He won't force you to work out. He won't force you to stop playing video games 12 hours a day. They won't force you to eat healthier. They won't force you to make better friends and stop spending time with garbage friends who just share the same addictions as you. Your doctor's not gonna make you money or give you purpose. Only you can do that. And more likely than not, what your doctor will do is just give you a magical pill to numb you out to make sure you don't kill yourself. It won't make your life better. I remember being super down bad. And at the time, my mom was taking care of me. And I remember the conversation that she had with me where she was genuinely very worried. You know, I was afraid at that point. You know, I was afraid of hurting myself. And I remember her telling me that I should probably go on antidepressants. And I've always hated the idea of taking medication to alter how my brain works. You know, I've hated that idea. So it's like very last ditch for me to do something like that. I don't like medication at all. I remember her having that conversation with me and I was just sobbing for like an hour, sat on the stairs just sobbing my eyes out, because I knew it was the right thing to do at that point, because I wasn't ready to actually start turning my life around. I didn't have the capabilities at that point mentally and the tool set to actually start making better decisions for my life. So while I've been quick to demonize antidepressants in the past, and I do think you should avoid them, truth be told, at that point in my life, they might have saved me. Because what they do is they mellow you out. You're more just baseline. I'd say you're actually below baseline. You're still like down bad, but like you're not going down here, which is like danger zone, you know? Yeah. So, like I say, I think you should avoid antidepressants because they do have not good side effects, and you don't want mind-altering chemicals. You want to be able to feel happy, you know? Because when I was on antidepressants, it was both ways. Like, I don't feel super happy ever either. You know, I don't feel those emotions as much. But I do think they probably played a part in getting me to this point I'm at now, where I'm so happy. I don't know what would have happened if I didn't go onto them. So for anyone watching this and you're really fucking struggling, my heart goes out to you. It really fucking does. I spent so long in those fucking trenches, and it brings me so much joy to be able to offer my hand down to people struggling in that place and be able to offer them some guidance or to try and help them up. So yeah, thanks for watching this channel, guys. Pretty painful fucking memories, man. Number 3, stop relying on other people for your happiness. If you're not happy within, if you don't love yourself, you will always repel those who love you away eventually. Well, not only people, friends, family, lovers, but also business opportunities. If you can't simply be and feel content, if you can't find joy in the small things in life, you're always going to rely on other people for your feelings of happiness and fulfillment. And guess what, man? People are fickle as fuck. I'm sure you've already figured this out yourself. The only constant in your life is you. In every single equation, in every single problem, every single solution, every single win, every single fail you have, the only constant in all of those situations is you. Everything else is variables. So you have to make sure you're right. Love's a beautiful thing, but love should be a supplement to your already strong self-image and self-love, not the other way round. If it's the other way round, it's doomed to fail. I promise you that. How many times have you guys heard these scenarios when you've got like a friend who's kind of down bad and, yeah, I met this chick and she just makes me so happy and she sets my heart on fire. My life just is so good now. And then when that chick eventually leaves, which is inevitable because he's not able to love himself without her, and if you're constantly chasing something, you're going to scare them away. If you're chasing something, they're running away already, right? Eventually that relationship breaks up and they completely fucking break down. Their entire life is destroyed. Don't let that be you. Number 4, this is a really fucking big one. Changes begin at a micro level. You don't have to slay the dragon today, bro, okay? I think a lot of us get caught up in the sort of major goals that we have. I want to own millions of dollars. I want to have this car. I want to provide these things for my family. I want this watch. I want this chick. We want to kill the dragon. What the hell do I mean by that? It's an autistic video game analogy. Let me explain. I'll give you the example that, you know, everyone should know Minecraft. The end game of Minecraft is to kill the ender dragon. Now what we're doing, guys, is we're starting up a new world, and then we're immediately thinking like, okay, how do I get to the dragon? I need to kill him right now. But the thing is, bro, you don't have any fucking tools. You've got a wooden pickaxe at best. You've not laid your foundations. You've not made your house. You've not got your armor. You've not enchanted your tools. If you go to fight the ender dragon right now, you're going to feel very, very overwhelmed. You're going to feel like, damn, this is impossible. What we forget to focus on are the micro steps that we have to take between starting up that new world and killing the dragon. There's so many little small things that we do to level up and get better to better prepare us for that dragon. It's no good focusing directly on the end challenge because we're not prepared for it just yet. It's focusing on the day-to-day tasks which get us closer to that goal. Teleporting into the end region and repeatedly getting our asses kicked, it's going to make it seem like it's absolutely impossible to achieve. But really the fact is, between you and your end goal of slaying that dragon is simply doing some mining, doing some building, collecting some resources, upgrading your character, upgrading your skills, and then you're ready to go. My message here is if you want to make grand scale changes in your life, it begins at a micro level. Get your daily habits and your routine down, get a solid game plan and stick with it, just like how you would with any video game. I remember sitting for hours upon hours with my friends planning how we would rob that bank in GTA 5. Yeah, then we'll get in this garbage truck and we'll park it up here, switch cars, we'll get these uniforms. You need to have a game plan in life too, guys. I'm actually going to begin a 2-month-long challenge, which is going to help me develop much better habits because I've found myself actually falling into bad old habits recently. So if you want to see my progress in that, make sure you follow me on Instagram and feel free to join me. I'll tell you the rules of the challenge on my Instagram, so go follow. And 5, money can make you happy. This one really pisses me off, okay? These influencers telling you that money isn't important and you shouldn't worry about chasing it are all fucking disgusting bastard liars. I'll tell you why they think money doesn't make them happy, right? It's because a lot of them have fucking sold their souls to get the money. A lot of them have snaked their friends. A lot of them have pushed some bullshit agenda which they don't believe in. A lot of them have sold their principles for money. Of course, if you've sold your soul to obtain money, it won't make you happy. And these fucking guys who are pushing this message have done exactly that. Snaked their friends, betrayed their family, betrayed their trust, sold their principles, pushed bullshit agendas, whatever it may be, right? I'm sure a lot of you are already aware of, you know, how bullshit some of these guys are. They're just absolute bullshit merchants. Money can make you happy, and I'll tell you why. Obtaining pieces of paper that we apply real world value to, of course, won't make you rich, but what money does do is it buys you freedom, it buys you options, and it buys you time. Money is the modern day equivalent of being the tribe leader who is in control of the food, the water, and the resources of the tribe. You're able to provide for your family, you get the attraction of all the women, you get the nicest house, the nicest car. They didn't have cars back then. You get the nicest tent, you get the nicest horse. You get what I mean though? Money buys you freedom. Options. There's absolutely nothing heroic about being poor with no options. You're no longer a slave to your work. You're no longer a slave to a boss. You do what you want, what fulfills you. You spread the message you want to spread, not someone else's agenda, someone else's message. And don't get me wrong, when you do get money, there are ways which you can spend it, which is just hedonistic, and it's like just filling some hole in your heart. But if you're smart, you might spend your money in like actually spiritually fulfilling ways, such as being able to fly your girlfriend out to Thailand to live with you out of a shithole decaying country, buying your parents a car or paying off their house, being able to go to the beach, chill with the boys, go get dinner with them, pay the bill without them even noticing. Money gives you all of these options. I actually think it's really selfish if you don't care about obtaining money and you're just like, yeah, well, whatever, man, like money don't make you happy, bro. I'll just fucking meditate and be a hippie all day and I won't worry about money because it's not that deep, bro. Bullshit, man. It's the absolute opposite of like the masculine essence I can possibly imagine. And there's nothing honorable or like respectable about not giving a fuck about money like that. I know a lot of people have this mindset and I don't know why they have it. I think they're just psyoped by their favorite influencers because they're like, money don't make you happy, man. Money's not the be all and end all, you know? I don't know why you think that, because the guys pushing this, they have money. They won't give away their money if you ask them like, hey man, like maybe you should just, if you don't care about money, we just give it away. Give it away to children, orphan children, stray dogs, anything we can get behind, just give it all away. They fucking won't. Of course they won't, because money gives you options. You have to find a way to leverage yourself and your skill set to make money, build the lifestyle that you desire, paint your masterpiece, your self-image. You look at yourself in the mirror and you've been painting away for so long at this beautiful masterpiece that you can't help but look at it, smile, and be like, God damn it, I'm fucking proud of what I've built here. And a big part of that is making money, acquiring options, not being a bitch and saying like, oh, I don't care about making money, I'll just be happy. Fuck that. The way I derive my happiness is through my work, my greater than self purpose, and providing for my loved ones around me. If you can't relate to that, then I'd suggest you do some soul searching. Just sitting on a beach and meditating all day, it's not gonna fucking do shit for society, man. I wanted to hammer that point home. There are so many influencers who are fucking lying to you. Money will make a massive difference in all areas of your self-development. If you're a bit like me and you're on the introverted side, but you want an incredible way of generating some cash online from your laptop anywhere in the world, including your bedroom if that's what you want, and a way to work with your favorite influencers and actually become friends with them, you can check out the first link in the description where I teach video editing to over 450 of my students. And we're actually coming up to our 1-year anniversary. So there'll be some really cool surprises for my academy students coming right up. So get involved right now. There's nothing honorable about not caring about money. Fuck these influencers. They're lying to you. Just don't fucking sell your soul to get it. Don't snake your friends. Don't push any agendas that you don't agree with. And then you'll be just fine, man. You'll be much happier because you're the same guy, but with just more options. Money will amplify who you are. If you're a prick, if you've sold your soul to obtain it, then of course you're not happy. Check out the first link in the description. Sorry boys, I got a bit heated there. Sorry.